boy's unintentional action actually killed his best friend. At this moment, Amy lay motionless on the ground. Paul thought it was Amy's prank, but the more he looked, the more something seemed wrong, so he hurried over to check Amy's breathing. Paul tried many methods but couldn't wake Amy up. Then he ran home as fast as he could, but he stopped after not running far, thinking he couldn't leave so impulsively. So he came up with a good idea. He went back to Amy's side again. He decided to hide the truth, so he struggled to drag Amy to a big pit. Without hesitation, he pushed Amy down, because very few people would come here. He hid his companion's body here. No one would ever find it. Then he quickly left that place. Just as he was crossing a road, a truck came slowly. Paul was afraid of being seen by the truck driver. He hurriedly hid behind a tree, but the truck driver didn't notice him. Paul returned home safely, having had a narrow escape. As soon as he sat down, he suddenly noticed there was a cut in his clothes, but he didn't know when it happened. To destroy the evidence while his mother was not at home, Paul secretly hid the clothes under the bed. At this moment, suddenly, someone knocked at the door. When he opened it, he saw it was the boy's mother. At this time, Paul forced down the fear in his heart. Innocently, he pointed to the opposite direction of the forest to Amy's mother. So Amy's mother seemed to see hope. She immediately took her family to search together. Unfortunately, they searched for a whole day and night but found nothing. There was no trace at all. Early the next morning, Paul heard a lot of noise downstairs. Looking through the window, he saw a police car was parked downstairs. It turned out that the boy's family had called the police to search for him. Even the morning newspaper's News Today was reporting the boy's disappearance. Overnight, the whole town was in a tense atmosphere to find the boy's whereabouts as soon as possible. The police officers asked the whole town to cooperate. After a day of investigation, they still couldn't find the boy's whereabouts, so they had to search around the town. No place could be missed. Paul was afraid that the truth would be exposed, so he also joined the search team. Just when everyone was about to reach the place where the body was hidden, Paul nervously hid at the back. Just when Paul thought things were about to be exposed, the police ordered to stop the search because of the heavy fog. For everyone's safety, they decided to search again tomorrow. When the boy got home, he was surprised to find the clothes under the bed were gone. At this point, the boy's mental state became extremely tense. He hurriedly started searching. When going downstairs, he accidentally found his mother was mending the down jacket. From Paul's abnormal behavior these days, his mother could roughly guess the boy's accidental disappearance must be related to her son. Paul went back to his room, hid in bed and cried secretly. He was afraid that when he woke up tomorrow, the truth about his killing would be revealed. Late at night, the sky began to rain heavily with strong winds. Paul opened the door and was horrified to find